You waiting? You waiting? Maybe the reception down here is not so good, so sorry if it's buffering, but should be okay as soon as I get out to street level. I think things should be better now. As always, welcome to Tokyo and another relatively nice summer day. It's not crazy hot today, it's just hot, which is something that we have to be quite happy with. So I'm sure you're all familiar with this place, the big Shibuya crossing, and I was here the other day, did an evening stream from Shibuya, but today I will take a very different route. So today I will walk towards Daikanyama and Nakameguro. Which are two other very nice neighborhoods. Here we have the famous Starbucks coffee with the nice view of the crossing. Here's the new Scramble Square high-rise building with the observation deck on top. I still haven't been there, but I will check it out sometime. And if we take a look in this direction, we have the teenage fashion mecca of Shibuya 109. I'm sure you're all very familiar with Shibuya these days. But hopefully the other areas I will walk to today will be a little bit, maybe a little bit more unfamiliar for you. There's a Yamanote line train passing on the bridge over there. So, as I'm sure you all know, this place is supposed to be the busiest street crossing in the world. If that's actually true or not, I don't know, but might as well be, even though right now obviously the number of people is way lower than what it used to be. But it's always an interesting place. I remember the first time I visited Shibuya, it smelled like sewers, someone says, and yes, that doesn't surprise me. Sometimes there's a bit of a funky smell in Shibuya. But right now, it's actually pretty good. Like, it doesn't smell like sewers, at least right now. So. Maあ、土曜日けど、なんかこの状態はやっぱり多くない。週末 週末だから、実は普通の週末はもっともっと多い。So usually there's way more people here than what you see today, even though I know that by some standards probably this looks like a lot of people. And here are some some cute little anti-COVID propaganda mascots. Very cute. ありがとうございます。Ah, so they're handing out masks. Nice. ありがとうございます。暑いから麦茶買ってね。そうですね。でも実はそんなに暑くない。今32度。まあ涼しいではないけど非常に暑くでもない。COVID 君、いや。そうですね、夜の方が人が増えると思います。Nice view. So I think I would take this route through Tokyo Plaza and over like the pedestrian bridge over there. There's lots of mirrors around here, so let's see if there will be any accidental face reveals or not. Is it hard to navigate the subway? Asks Alexis. I don't think so. I mean, there's lots of lines, but it's quite easy to understand the maps. I would say the only confusing aspect is that there's so many different companies operating the trains. So sometimes when you look at a map, you only see the trains from one company. So that can take a little bit of time to get used to. At least it did for me, because in Sweden it's basically all operated by the same company. But yeah, probably gonna be a bit windy around here because of the structures and buildings and stuff, but it should get better soon. 散歩ができたね。散歩道？歩道か。歩道ができた。そうですね。これは最近できた。Someone asks if I live in Japan full time, and yes, I've been living here for 12 years. Pretty much full time, even though I did take a little break and move back to Sweden for about half a year back in 2000. When was that? 2015, I think. Tokyo in October is okay. Yes, October is a good place. Do you ever miss Sweden? I do miss Sweden, especially this year since I couldn't go there at all. Yeah, I do get homesick from time to time, but it's manageable. And also, whenever I go back to Sweden, I tend to miss Japan. So this place is changing a lot. I don't really know what they're planning to build here, but probably another high-rise or something. Here's the highway, the 246, I believe, that leads into central Tokyo from Kanagawa Prefecture. I often pass this in my walks because it runs next to the area where I live as well, the Futakotamagawa. Today we will be heading this direction. Airbnb, welcome. Namaste from India. Thank you. Runs all the way to Hadano. No, I don't even know where Hadano is. Where's that? Let's take this route. Where can we see the bullet train? Not around here. The Shinkansen doesn't pass Shibuya. You can see it around Shinagawa and Tokyo Station and Yurakucho and Ginza areas. West Kanagawa, okay. Wow, already 300 people. You guys are crazy. You love Tokyo too much. Oh, smoking corner here. No shade at all here. It's a bit hot. This is the Cerulean Tower. Pretty nice hotel with a decent bar on the top floor, which is a nice place. It's actually, I went there on one of the first dates with my now wife, so that place is a little bit special to us. I think it used to be the highest building around here, but it's probably not anymore. So let's take this way so that there's a little bit of shade. I don't think I will stream tonight. I think I'll do one longer stream today now instead. But you never know. Maybe if I get really in the mood for a beer and things are quiet back home, I might sneak out. So you should never say never, but I'm not planning to. This street is actually very nice with the trees. Always makes surprise stream, yeah. This is a pretty nice cafe as well. They used to have 2 goats here in a big cage here outside, but I think they stopped that. It was kind of funny to sip a coffee and look at those 2 goats playing with each other. Yeah, it is a pretty hot day. Wow, over 300 people watching. Yeah, goats. You're the best. Thank you, Sunday. To hear you enjoy my videos. So you see that big tower sticking up behind everything else? That's actually, I'm pretty sure that's, maybe not. I thought that was the one next to Nakameguro station, but maybe it's not actually. So I shouldn't say anything about that. very well. Thank you. Happy to hear that. People often comment on my English, that it's easy to understand and whatnot, and that makes me very happy, especially considering that it's not my first language. But maybe that helps. Maybe because I'm also like not a native English speaker, it makes me use like words that aren't too complicated. I don't know. Someone asked what my country is. Well, I'm born and raised in Sweden. Have you lived in any other cities in Japan other than Tokyo? No, unfortunately not. I've only lived in the Tokyo region, and that's a bit of a shame. I would love to try living somewhere else in Japan, actually. I'm getting kind of fed up with many things about Tokyo life. But I think it's more likely that we will move back to Europe than anywhere else in Japan. This is a residential area, so it's always pretty quiet around here, I would say. Do you like onsen? So. It's okay, but it's not like... I like it when you have your own private bath in the room, but I'm not so fond of being surrounded by naked men, so these public onsens are not really... I don't know. I prefer to take a bath in private. Mandori Daikanyama. Okay, I'll see if I can pass that place. Oh, someone visited Gothenburg on a Volvo tour. Nice. Good to hear that you liked Sweden. What are you getting fed up with? Just packed trains and the fact that it always takes a long time to get anywhere, even though the transport system is very efficient, but since it's just such a big city, it still takes a long time to get around. And yeah, just some things are a bit stressful, I guess. And people here are not... I mean, people are generally nice, but it's complicated. I think people in other parts of Japan are nicer than in Tokyo. People here are very private and secretive, which I don't really like. Married? Yes, I'm married. Hakodate feels a bit like Europe. Yeah, Hakodate is a nice city. I've been there a couple of times. Someone likes my voice. Thank you. With regards to COVID, would you feel safer in Japan versus Sweden? I don't know. About the same, I think. I mean, Tokyo is very dense, so I think the numbers that we are getting here in Japan, they're very low because they don't test enough. I don't think that Japan is that the cases here are that low. Whereas I think in Sweden they test more people, and that's why the numbers are higher there. But unfortunately in Sweden we had the problem of this infection getting into a lot of elderly care homes, and that caused a lot of suffering, which is something I think Sweden should be embarrassed over. But other than that, I don't know. And I mean, on a personal level, I'm not so concerned. The only thing I'm really worried about is, you know, if I get it, then I will pass it on to people who might have a harder time with it. But yeah. So you like the lonesome onsen? Yeah, private onsens. And speaking of onsens, so I actually did a TV program that was broadcast on NHK yesterday, where you can see me take a dip in an onsen. But I only share that link with my Patreon followers. So if you want to know a little bit more about that and want to, you know, get to know me a little bit better, see who I really am, then yeah, you can consider joining my Patreon. The link is in the video description, and you will get access to a few different special bonuses if you join me there. So yeah, if you think that sounds fun, then please consider it. It is getting pretty hot. Let's see if I can get a drink somewhere. This is a pretty cool older apartment house. It looks a bit inspired by like Mediterranean or something. Quite interesting. The chat is very active today, so I'm sorry if I'm not responding to all your questions. I will prioritize those who are new questions and things that I haven't answered before. You saw me on NHK program yesterday. You're half naked. That was you. Yep, that was me. Yeah, I used the DJI Osmo 4. It's very nice. I like it a lot. Now we are approaching Daikanyama. You saw a commercial for Sonet Hikari with AKB48 dancing. Okay, good to know. Then I won't ever consider that service, because I refuse to buy anything promoted by AKB48. Someone asks if the DJI Osmo 4 is more stable than the third one. I never used the third generation, so I can't really answer that. But I had the second generation, and that was good as well. But this one is so much smaller and more compact, and it also feels like the motors are stronger. Yeah, I will try to pass the fancy Staya. I need to check the map. Yes, Hikari means fiber optic. Yes. Let me check the map. So for some reason I always struggle to find my way around Daikanyama. I don't come here very often, and I find the geography of this place a bit difficult to grasp. follow this road and then turn right, and I should get to Tsutaya. Let's see if I can pass here. Lots of construction. Is this the intersection where Bob took a phone call? I don't really remember that scene. It's been a really long time since I last watched that movie. Maybe I should check it out again. Someone asked about the best record shop. I don't really buy records these days, but there is a pretty nice one here. A friend of mine had a little live gig there many years ago. Tower Records, I guess, is the obvious one. That's probably the biggest record store in Tokyo, but I can't really vouch for if it's good or not, since I don't think I've ever bought anything there. I used to buy a lot of records when I was younger. I still have like a big record collection in a box back in Sweden. So here's Bonjour Records, very nice shop. Let's explore these back streets. They're always very nice. Do you miss the old location for the fish market? No, I only went there once and I didn't really enjoy it. I don't really see why it's such a hyped and popular place, to be honest. It's just a big workplace for fishermen, and I don't know, most people working there are not very nice and they don't really want tourists there. So and you could really feel that when visiting, so I didn't really enjoy it at all. Lots of cool like designers and fashion shops around here. This street is quite nice, and I think we are, if I turn, no, actually I can go down here and turn to get to Tsutaya. Yeah, the outer market area in Tsukiji is quite nice, but the marketplace itself is like the indoor market I didn't really like. 。 No worries, I'm not getting lost. Now I know where I am. What do you think of gyms in Japan? Never been to one, so can't answer that question. I like how you have a lot of free time for these streams. Well, I don't, because that basically just means that I don't have enough work. But I guess it's good for you, and it's been fun to kind of see this YouTube channel grow and start doing these streams. I really enjoy it, but it's not the best thing for my bank account. Now we are approaching T-Site, which is a really cool bookstore, and this entire area has lots of other small shops as well. Some Honda showcase, maybe some electric car, I don't know. There's a few really nice restaurants around here, but quite expensive. And here they have a shop that I think they have lots of electrical bikes, but I think most of them are too small for me. Here's Tsutaya, one of the nicest bookstores in Tokyo. Electric bikes, they range a lot in price. Some start at around, I think maybe from 100,000, 150,000, and then they can cost upwards to like millions of yen, or a million yen at least. But generally they're quite affordable, like the lower end models. Like the ones I've been considering has been around 300,000. So, but they're a bit more, like they're not the cheapest ones. Yeah, so this is the car, Honda E. Guess it's an electric car. Looks pretty cute. If I ever were to get a car, I would like something like this, I think. Looks very friendly. How's the election of the new Prime Minister? I think it's more or less settled that it will be Suga. But it's not really an election. It's just like the party internally decides who to pick. Ask what I do for a living. I'm a photographer and a journalist. Yeah, the art and photo book section at Tsutaya is really nice. I totally agree. You can spend hours there. And the good thing is that in Japanese bookstores, it's perfectly fine to, you know, take a book and sit down and read it. So in a way, they're kind of like libraries. Hope you're gonna reach 100k subs soon. Thank you, I hope so too. That would be nice. That would indeed be nice. Are you using Osmo Pocket? No, I'm using my phone. OnePlus 8 Pro mounted to Osmo Mobile 4. このツタヤ有名ですね。そうですね。結構有名ですね。
私だってカウンターに座るわけにいかなくないって言ったら、でもさ、お店行ってみょうちゃんがもしそこなんかミツとかで気に
Hoping work comes soon. Yeah, it will. It will. I have some projects starting soon, so it's been 6 really quiet months, but now I think the next 6 months will be very busy. No, I'm not using a Samsung phone. I'm using OnePlus 8 Pro. $246 people. Yeah, not bad. I had 600 people, 630 2 days ago. Let's see if we can break that record today. You earned a sub today. Thank you. Yeah, I used the Osmo Pocket for my regular videos, but not for the live streams, because you can't live stream with the Osmo Pocket. But it's surprisingly good, even at night. Have you been to Disney Sea? I have not. I'm not interested in Disney. Oh, thank you, Irvan. Very nice of you. I will buy a drink very soon. I'm getting quite thirsty. I was just wondering if there was something wrong with the super chat today, because not much activity, but thank you for proving that it's functioning as it should, Irvan. A bit windy here. What's the news for Corona and Olympic Games in Tokyo? No news. They keep saying that it's still on. I don't believe that, but yeah. Only theme park I'm curious about is this. They're currently, I think, building it in Osaka. It's gonna be some Super Mario themed theme park that looks pretty awesome. That I might visit sometime. But other than that, I don't really. I'm too old for those things. But maybe when my daughter gets a little bit bigger, I will bring her. So now I'm actually getting close to Nakameguro. It was very quick. And we're still just 30 minutes into this stream, 40 maybe. So I will definitely keep on walking. to like Disney when I was older, but now I just think that they're milking the brand so shamelessly, especially here in Japan, and that really puts me off, and yeah, makes me pretty anti-Disney. I won't show any Disney movies to my daughter unless she specifically asks for it. Really hot in the sun. Well, thank you, Yari. Thank you very much. People always ask if it's safe to walk at night in Tokyo, and yes, generally it's one of the safest big cities in the world, but of course it's not 100% safe, especially not for women, but in general, yes, it's safe. Okay, I will get a drink now. Get my favorite salty lychee. I think I'll do that. I'll get that now. Then I might have a beer later, because I didn't have any beer yesterday. So I do deserve one today. So, question is, where should I go now? Should I follow the Meguro River? Or should I just keep on walking and following the train tracks down to Utenji and Gakugei Daigaku and whatnot? I will let you vote. River or train tracks? So ですね、7個で払った。River, train, river is completely crushing it this time. Ah, train is catching up. Let's see. I will wait here under this tree and have a few sips of my drinks and try to get a river. Okay, I think we have to do the river today. I think I did a live stream along this river before, but that was at night. So and I have a few regular walking videos from here, but I don't think I streamed along the river. Train. Oh, don't cry. I can walk along the train track some other time. 480 people are watching me. Look at this cute shop. I'm having this salty lychee. It's a really nice drink. Juicy lychee and Okinawa sea salt. I like it. It's pretty sweet though, and pretty high in terms of calories, but come on, I'm walking for 2 hours today, so Tjena Tommy, kul att du kunde titta in. Hoppas du inte är allt för bakis. Let me cross to the other side where there's a little bit more shade. I'm sure you know this place, right? It's the Meguro River, which is... So all these trees here are cherry blossom trees. So this area is super crowded during the cherry blossom season. It's really beautiful, but it's a bit too crowded to be enjoyable. So I actually prefer not to come here, but instead to some lesser known parts where you can also see rivers and cherry blossom trees. Wind is picking up a little bit. Let me sit down here for a few minutes. I've been walking for almost an hour in this heat, so let's take a little break, shall we? Does the river smell? Not so bad right now. Sometimes it does really stink around here though. Okay, I am touching my little tripod so I can put this camera down. There we go. Exactly where to point the camera right now. I'll give you a little bit of this street view. Maybe not super exciting, but okay, let's see. What are you saying? Visiting in February, it's okay. It's I mean, it depends. I'm Swedish, so saying that February is too cold doesn't really... I don't think so, but yeah. I envy this guy for speaking fluently in many languages. Yeah, I think language knowledge is very important. It really makes my life so much richer. And I often tell people that if I had to choose between like losing my ability to communicate and read and understand English, or if I would rather like have both my arms and my legs chopped off, I think I would prefer to keep the English. It's just, I can't imagine how boring and limited my life would be without English language skills. Do you like natto? Not really. I can eat it if I have to, but I don't really enjoy. Does your family ever come to visit? Yes. How does it feel knowing English and fluent Japanese? Well, I don't feel that I'm fluent in Japanese. I feel that my Japanese is limited, but yeah. When I think about the fact that I can communicate with people here and that I can read signs and magazines and stuff, it sometimes blows my mind. Is Tokyo safe? Yes, Tokyo is very safe. How do you say thank you in Swedish? Tack. did you start in Japan? I first came here out of curiosity, just on a tourist visa. Liked it, didn't want to go back. Went to language school to get a student visa and to learn the language. And since then, I've been working here. You walked in Kamakura how many months ago? Did Kamakura have a similar transportation to the Schwebebahn in Germany? I don't know what the Schwebebahn is, but maybe it's this elevated train. And yes, there's one of those not in Kamakura, but in Shonan. There's a Shonan monorail. You like Japan? Yes, I do like Japan. What's your best memory in Japan? Ooh, that's tough. There's too many. Kind of camera mount do you use? You mean right now? I use the DJI Osmo Mobile Pocket 4. Osmo Mobile 4. Yes. What made you want to stay in Japan? A lot of things. It's safe, food is great, it's fun. It's a place where it feels that things just work, and I also had some pretty interesting, or I created some interesting work opportunities for me here. So yeah, a little bit of everything. Okay, I finished the drink already, so I'll get going then. Oh, hello, Shuba. Sorry, I always struggle pronouncing your name. Good to see you here again. Advice for talking to Japanese people. Learn Japanese. Okay. You often recommend learning a skill for people who ask you about jobs in Japan. If you could immediately learn any one skill, what would it be? If it were for moving and working in Japan, I don't know, maybe some kind of high-level, in-demand IT skill, like not the low-level stuff, because like low-level IT developers and programmers don't get paid very much here, but if you have some more unique skill in that field, you can probably do pretty well. Other than that, well, I mean, it really depends what you're interested in, I guess. I think also like Japan does a lot of like medical development and like chemical stuff. And I know a few people who work in those industries, and they have a very nice life here in terms of, working conditions and salary and whatnot. Yeah, do a bit of research and try to find what kind of aligns with your own personal interests, and then try to see what demands there are. How much was the drink, if you don't mind me asking? I don't know, but probably around 150 yen, so that's $1.50, maybe a little bit less, 130 yen maybe, but something in that ballpark. What street are you on? I'm next to Meguro River, near Nakameguro station. 待って、Nakameguro、そうです。 This area too is very quiet compared to what it's normally like on a weekend like this. What do you like the most in Tokyo? That it's so safe, and that we have like everything here in terms of culture, entertainment, shopping. It's currently, let's see how many, what's the temperature like right now? Let's check. So it's 33 degrees. Oh, can you see that? 33 degrees, and what's the humidity like? 60%. And it might start raining soon. It looks like summer. Well, September is also summer here in Japan. It's still a very hot and humid month. I would say autumn starts like maybe a bit like October, middle of October. But even beginning of October can be super hot. How often do you walk, bike, take train versus drive? I never drive. I don't have a car, I don't have a driver's license. So I only use public transportation. Having a car in Tokyo seems like such a pain. Do you miss snow? Well, Japan has plenty of snow as well. If you go up north, you can actually find like ski resorts just like an hour and a half from Tokyo by train. So if I were to miss snow, it would be quite easy to do something about that here in Japan. But I don't generally miss snow. No. Yes, I'm on Nakameguro Cherry Blossom Promenade. Meguro 美味しいレストランと居酒屋が多いイメージ。そうかな。まあね、レストランが多いこの辺ですね。雰囲気もいいし、ちょっと高いけど。How many minutes to Nakameguro station? From here, maybe 10. I'm getting a bit further away from Nakameguro station now. Where's your accent from? I'm Swedish. Have you ever been to Canada? I have not been to Canada. Would love to go sometime though. Yeah, all these are cherry blossom trees, so quite nice in the spring. are soon approaching the world's biggest Starbucks, which opened, what is it now, 2 years ago maybe? I'm not a Starbucks fan, but that place is quite interesting actually. Do river view one more time. Every bridge. Ooh, 500 people watching now. Nice. Second time I am at 500, I think. Here's almost at the Starbucks. Hello sir, do you watch Japanese sports? Nope. Densha 好きな人がいるんか splurge on coffee from Starbucks, the finest Tokyo has to offer. I don't really agree with you on that, but thank you. I will buy a coffee, but not here. $1080p なんですね。それはね、YouTube のためにではなく、別のソフトウェアを使ってます今日。そうするともっと映像がいいオプションができます。So here's the Starbucks, and of course it's very crowded because it's a weekend. Show you. So here's the entrance, and the architecture is pretty cool actually. I think this is designed by Kuma Kengo, which is one of the more famous architects in Japan, but I'm not entirely sure. The interior is really cool as well, but I won't be able to show you that right now, but you can look it up. I'm sure there's tons of other videos where you can see the interior. Is that where the red bridge is? I will cross it. Okay. Starbucks from the distance. So basically there's lots of outdoor seatings which are very nice. And not something that we're generally spoiled with here in Japan. So it is quite nice, this place. For being a Starbucks, it's Nomadograph Explorers. Thank you. Plenty of reveals in the glass. Yeah, I guess I'm starting. Have you been to Itukushima Shrine? Yes, I have. Nice place, beautiful. I really like that island. But as always with those kind of famous spaces, there's generally just too much people. Avoid the crowded times. It's really beautiful there. Is Dotor coffee decent enough? Not really. Dotor coffee is... Most Dotors, basically the staff just put your coffee as a button. That's the level of their coffee. So it's not a place you would go for good coffee, that's for sure. Although they do have really nice egg sandwiches for breakfast. Looks like the connection is a bit wonky around here. LTE gods, they're the one dictating. Let's see, I think we're back. Wonky. This is also a pretty nice cafe. Let's see, what time is it? 1 hour 10 minutes. Okay, so you person who keeps spamming about will get blocked because you need to learn some manners. So this place is pretty nice as well. There's just yeah, the network coverage is not perfect, not even in Tokyo. Also sometimes when the connection drops, you can just try reloading the page, because I noticed that sometimes it takes a while for YouTube to resume the stream even if the connection is back. We are back. Yay! And half of my viewers are gone. Let's see if they come back anytime soon. Living in Japan. Yes, I'm living in Japan, but not Japanese. I'm Swedish. Been living in Japan since 2008. an external antenna for the pocket Wi-Fi would provide any benefit. Well, it doesn't have an antenna socket. If it did, it would definitely be beneficial to use it, but this street is also very nice. We're still next to Meguro River, but now we are closer to Ikejire-Ohashi station. And around here it's just so much quieter, which I always like. Are you on a work visa? Not anymore, now I'm on a spouse visa. But I was on work visas for about 10 years. Chromecast is delayed by several minutes. Well, maybe try restarting the Chromecast stream or anything. Surf places to recommend. I don't know much about surfing, but I think a lot of people go to the Pacific Ocean coast, like to the east of Tokyo in Chiba Prefecture. There's some nice surf spots, and then also in the south around Kamakura and Enoshima there's also plenty of surfers. Spouse visa is not permanent resident visa, they're different. Let's see if I can show you this place. Up here there's actually a big garden. I think I mentioned this in a previous stream, but it's a big highway intersection in this big concrete thingy, but on top of that they just built a big garden. It's pretty cool. Let's see if I can. It's called the Meguro Sky Garden, as you can see here. It's a pretty cool place. Let's see if we can go there. So hot in the sun, I need to walk in the shade. If you look at a map of Google of Tokyo, like Google Maps, you can easily spot this place, and it looks pretty interesting from above, so it could be worth checking out. It's called Meguro Sky Garden. Vending machine anytime soon. Yeah, I think I want to try and get a beer. Maybe bring a beer up to the Sky Garden. Could be nice. If I remember correctly, there should be some convenience store around here. Dokodaro. The Meguro Sky Garden open for public? Yes, it's like a public park, open to anyone. Does anyone know what these diamond markers are in the middle of the street? Yes, this means that there's a pedestrian crossing coming up ahead. I also wondered about that for a very long time, but I recently found out in a Japanese TV program, actually. Turned out that it was kind of this stupid entertainment show, but they asked like the participants, and no one knew the meaning of those. but apparently it's just kind of like telling you to be alert that there's a street crossing coming soon. Your segment on NHK yesterday. I haven't watched it myself yet, but I've only heard good things about it so far. But then again, people who know me tend to be nice. I'm sure if I posted it here on YouTube, people would hate a lot, but that's just the nature of YouTube. That's why I'm not going to post it here. Okay, there's a supermarket across the street. I can get the beer there. And then the entrance to the Sky Garden is up here. I will only reveal the name of the show to my Patreon followers. I've already told them, but I won't share it here. What's the thing you miss the most from Sweden? Salt lakrits. That's like the only thing I miss. Salt lakrits and democracy. Democracy here in Japan is kind of not really the best. So I miss that from Sweden as well. And then salty licorice, which is really delicious candy. But that's about it. Okay, let's go for here. Here they have really nice selection of beer. Excellent. Excellente. I should stop buying my beer at convenience stores and just come here instead. Let's see, which one should I go for? I kind of like this can, but I've actually tried this one before. It's not bad. Pretty cool can, eh? I think I'll try this Tokyo IPA. Looks good. 6%. Decent. Let's go for that. Did I just use my guiding card walking the wrong direction? Yeah, I'm sorry. When I'm streaming, I can be a little bit stressed and don't worry too much about those. I'm usually pretty careful though and do things the way I'm supposed to, but especially when I shoot inside the shop, I just want to get done with my business and leave as soon as possible. So let's open this one once we get to the Sky Garden. Remember the entrance being a bit tricky to find. I think it's here. Yes. It's just this little elevator. So probably the stream will die once I get into the elevator, but追加で使えないところあるんだろうか。まああんまりないね。どこでも使える。すごく便利。There was a mirror here. Leg reveal. But I managed to dodge the accidental face reveal. Let's see if the connection dies. White shorts today? No, that was probably just a white balance. I'm always wearing my signature pink shorts. So we are at the Sky Garden. Let me throw away my empty can or empty bottle. And let's find a place in the shade where I can enjoy this beer. Let's see if we can find a place where we also get a little bit of nice view for you, my viewers, while I'm drinking this. Hey, ここ知らなかったの？ちょっとね、面白いところですよ。Meguro Sky Garden, and it's really like even some growing some vegetables and stuff here. In the middle of a busy city, pretty cool. I know, right? There are all these hidden small pockets of awesomeness in Tokyo. Which is one of the best things about living here. You've never seen it all. It would be pretty nice to live in this building here and then just take the elevator down and you're in this park and you're still like super central in the city, but you have plenty of peace and quiet. Shade though, and it's a bit windy here as well, but yeah. So, there are other entrances as well. I think the entrance I took now was more like a back little hidden entrance, not the main one. There's some elevators here as well. I don't know where those will take you. Do you like high buildings? I do. I find them fascinating because I grew up in a country where there's essentially no high buildings. So I'm always a bit amazed by these high-rise towers, and especially that people live like this. It's quite exotic to me. Although I'm not sure if I would want to live in a high-rise building myself, because of all the earthquakes, it would be super scary. Maybe I can sit down here. Is this okay for you? And no, don't feed the pigeons. You are not allowed to feed the pigeons here. Okay. There we go. Is this okay view for you? While I'm enjoying my beer, you can enjoy this view. Shall I zoom in a little bit like that maybe? Oh, accidental t-shirt reveal. Maybe also sweat reveal. Yeah, can you see how sweaty I am? It's hot, people. It's very hot today. That's why. Okay. This double tap to change camera is a bit dangerous. It's not the first time I clicked that by mistake. Okay. Let me just decrease this screen brightness a little bit so it doesn't overheat. Open. Yeah. Kampai. Kampai, people. Too many accidental reveals, yeah. So I think that's a reason to keep watching my stream. Sooner or later I will indeed reveal my face.そうですね、この下は高速道路のジャンクションです。すごくない？ It's really cool that I'm at a peaceful, quiet park. Oh, it's been 90 minutes. Already? It's very nice. What if Rambalak passing by with his camera? That would be cool. Too bad he doesn't drink alcohol, otherwise I would have loved to have a beer with him. Or so hope it won't be too boring for you. Random Rambalak fact. Yeah, I watched his Q&A, his face reveal video, and that's where he mentioned that. Someone asked about my connection, so this is the pocket Wi-Fi that I'm using. Can you see it? So it's a SoftBank 4G. It's pretty good. Did some research and it seems to be the best one I can get right now. And it comes with 100 gigs a month. I've already burned through 21 of those, so I actually need to step down my streaming a little bit, or this pace that I've been doing so far in September is a little bit too much. My data won't last, but should be okay. Yeah, collaboration with Rambalak would be a lot of fun. What are Sunday's plans? Sunday's plans are I have a photo shoot, maybe. I was actually supposed to do a photo shoot today, this evening, but the forecast says that it will start raining soon and rain basically all night until tomorrow sometime. So if it's not raining tomorrow afternoon, then I will do that photo shoot tomorrow. If it does rain tomorrow, I would probably just stay at home and maybe do like a rainy night walk live stream yeah, that's the plan. You can talk to the camera so that we can see your face. Well, my face is exclusive to my Patreon supporters. So if you want to see my face, you have to follow me there. I'm also kind of looking forward to just take a day and relax and stay home and play video games all day. I haven't done that in a really long time. So if it's rainy tomorrow, maybe I can do that. I mean, of course, every 30 minutes the baby will cry and need some love or diaper change or whatever, but that's just my life now. But yeah. I remember seeing videos of driving through Tokyo at night. What's the peak time to see there at it? But I don't know. I mean, I don't have a driver's license. I never drive here, so I don't really know when it's the best time to go for a drive. Space comes with a price. Yep. Can do an arm reveal as well. I checked today's step count. It's just 7,091 steps so far today. Not much. Started playing Red Dead Redemption like last winter, and I started playing Witcher 3 like a year ago, and I'm like maybe 10% into both of those games. So usually usually when I play games, it's just like, I like these quick bursts of gaming like I can get with vintage arcade games and stuff. So mostly I play those kind of things. No, I am not left-handed. Why is that? Why I don't have a car? I don't like cars. Don't see any need for one. Limb by limb. You need to try the Resident Evil remakes. Yeah, I heard that those are supposed to be good. Like, I have so many unplayed games in my Steam library. Like, I always buy tons of games whenever there's like a big sale. I buy like 10, 15, 20 new games and then I never play them, so it's kind of stupid. Can you speak Spanish? No, I cannot. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. Yeah, when I say classic games, I mean like 90s, 80s, like Super Famicom, Super Nintendo era or older. That's what I mean by classic or retro games. And I really liked that. I think to me that was like the peak of gaming, like the 16-bit era. But yeah, that's when the best games were made. But then again, I'm old and nostalgic and grumpy old man, so. Now you have a kid, yeah. We'll see if I can get her interested in playing games, but I don't know. I don't think I don't wanna promote that really. I mean, I wanna promote like outdoors activities as much as possible, especially once we move back to Scandinavia. Screen time is like, yeah. Witcher 3, if you continue playing games like Witcher 3 and Red Dead, you will never be live streaming again. The thing is, I don't get hooked. Like, it takes a lot to interest me, and I just feel that those kind of games are just, I don't know, like, I like them. They're fun, they're interesting, they're beautiful. But actually what I like the most is just walking around and kind of observe the world, like some sort of virtual traveling in those game worlds. The stories are like not really, they never really manage to get me. Like the last time I got really hooked by a video game story was when I played Firewatch last year. That was like really good. I really liked it, and that also the length of that game was just perfect. That's the kind of game that I can actually play from start to finish. Super Nintendo Mini, yeah. Grumpy, you're not. I don't know. I think I'm quite grumpy. I don't know. Has she ever lived outside of Japan? Who? My wife? Yes. My daughter? No. My daughter is just 1 month old. But my wife has lived in Sweden and a few other countries. Is there any part of live streaming that stresses you out a bit? Yeah, the stream quality issue. It always gets annoying, like when people tell me that it's buffering. Like there's nothing I can do about it. So it's just, you know, it's the nature of mobile live streaming, and I kind of wish that people could just understand that and know that the picture will be back in 15 seconds rather than always pointing it out. And also I don't like when I'm around too much people. That makes me stressed. When will you go to Akihabara? I did a live stream from Akihabara like a week or 10 days ago. So I'm not sure if I will do that again anytime soon. Maybe I will. Do you drink coffee? Yes, I do. Good coffee shop recommendations in Japan. Generally, there's a lot of good, like smaller independent coffee shops. One of my favorites is close to where I live. It's called Let It Be Coffee. That's a nice place. Also, Pelican Coffee in Daikanyama is very nice. What else? I like Fuglen, which is in Shibuya. It's a Norwegian coffee shop actually. But they also have a roastery close to where I live. If you could stream in 4K on mobile with immersive audio, would you do it? Yes, of course I would. I will always stream in the highest possible quality that is realistic for me to do, but yeah. Is your wife Japanese? Yes, she's Japanese. How often do you need to visit Chiyoda? Not really often. I mean, Akihabara is in Chiyoda, right? So whenever I buy some electronics or gadgets, maybe, but that's about it. Let's finish this beer and move on. I always see that whenever I sit down and relax, the number of viewers keeps on dropping, which I guess makes sense. But yeah. Let's give some love to Tokyo Explorer and smash that like button. Yes, please do. That will always help me with the algorithm. Screw the viewer count, enjoy life. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. That's why I'm sitting here. Any regrets in not purchasing two Nikon Z7s or Z6? Not really. They're good. The Z6 is better for video, so if I have any video work, I can rely on that one. And also for some jobs, you don't really need 47 megapixels. And the price difference is pretty big, so It's good to have both. And they're like identical in terms of how they operate, so it's good to have one of each. It's almost 3 o'clock. I'm planning to end this stream at 3 and then head back. Yeah, so for my travel work I do a lot of landscapes and stuff like that. Then it's always nice to have the highest possible number of megapixels. But actually for portrait shoots it's kind of more convenient with the Z6 because I shoot like thousands and thousands of shots in a session, and it's nice to have shots that are quicker to edit and scroll through, and also that doesn't eat up as much hard drive space. And then on top of that, my clients they really don't need 47 megapixels. Like if they do, they know it, and then they ask me beforehand what camera I shoot with. But most people don't know or care. So favorite Japanese food, sashimi. And for those of you who are interested in seeing some of my photos, you can also follow me on Instagram. The link is in the video description. Okay, I just got the temperature warning. Hope the stream won't die. Yoshinoya, Matsuya, Sukiya, Fuyu. They're all junk. But if I have to choose one, I would probably choose Matsuya because they have a pretty nice bibindon, which is like Korean bibimbap, but in a Japanese version. And quite tasty. It's good like after spending a night out drinking. Phone overheating, yeah. We'll see. It was in the shade though, but now it's automatically turned down the brightness of the screen to keep down the temperature. So Kijiri Ohashi station will take you straight home. Yep, that's why I wanted to kind of end the stream around here. It's convenient for me. But actually I didn't plan to show you this place in today's stream, so I hope you enjoyed it. I think it just didn't cross my mind. Oh, that's Roppongi Hills over there, by the way. If you can see that fat high-rise building in the distance. It used to be, I think it used to be the highest building in Tokyo when it was constructed. I think it was finished around the time I came here, so like 12, 13 years ago. Right now I will head down ground level again. I think I can do that from here. Oh, no Yosh today. Sorry. Another YouTuber used a parasol to keep the phone temperature down. I see, that's interesting. I mean, I was sitting in the shade now, So I'm not sure if a parasol would have helped much. Oh, let's go and check out the view from here. What are you filming with? OnePlus 8 Pro mounted on a DJI Osmo Mobile 4. Yes. Right, highest art gallery in Tokyo is at Roppongi Hills. So you see that yellow and white tower? That's next to Nakameguro station, so that's where I walked from now. Yeah, Tokyo from above, always a nice sight. Here you can see a little bit of the garden and probably my reflection as well. LA からこんばんは。こんばんは。There's actually a library in here. I think this building belongs to like Meguro ward, so they have like some, you know, public service facilities in here, which is kind of weird. Such a random place. Yeah, Meguro municipal facilities. Oh. I get so drunk from that one beer that I can't even talk. Oh, here's a nice little model of the whole Sky Garden place we came from. So, let's take the elevator. Oh, trash can is great. Bye bye, beer. Yeah, no 4G in the elevator, but now we're back. So all that remains now is for me to walk down to Ikejiri Ohashi station and say Thanks. I hope you enjoyed today. It was a nice stream. Good walk. Yeah, elevators usually don't have phone reception, so 8,300 steps. Not super long, not that much, but. And for those of you who watched my nighttime live stream, when was that? Like 2-3 days ago, when I walked from Sangenjaya to Shibuya. That time I walked up these stairs over there. See the shrine up there? I went there at night. It was beautiful. So here we are again. Maybe now it's getting a little bit more obvious that it is indeed a highway junction. I'll be around for another couple of minutes until I get to the station, but yeah. And as always, if you like this, if you want to support my work, consider joining my Patreon. It means a lot to me, and you will get access to some Patreon-only benefits, like special streams where you can see my face, not just my legs, but my face. And what else? What else can I say? I'll try to do another stream tomorrow. Depending on the weather, we'll see how that goes. Evening stream today is not entirely ruled out, but not super likely either. What else? So, you know, when we were sitting up there in the park, we were like actually next to this, you know, three levels of busy roads and pollution and whatnot. But up there, it just felt like we were in heaven. It was so quiet and nice, and just green everywhere. Evening live Ginza stream, yeah. I agree, that would be nice, and I will do that sometime. See you tomorrow. Thank you. That's a supermarket where I got my beer. Remember to review your legs. Review my legs. What does that mean? How does that mean? How do I do that? Am I supposed to write a written review, giving it a score? My legs today were a solid 7 out of 10. They were a little bit too hairy in order to get full marks, but they served their purpose very well. Hence 7 out of 10. Leg review. Have you or would you stream at Nakano? I have not streamed at Nakano. I have a few walking videos from there, and I would absolutely love to stream around Nakano. I love that area. I used to live there. It's just a little bit far from my place. It takes me about 1 hour each direction to get there. And now with the baby at home, my freedom is somewhat limited. So that's why I currently tend to stay in areas a little bit closer to where I live. But absolutely, I will. And once she gets big enough to actually, so that I can take her with me, I think that will make things a bit easier. She will probably just sleep if I walk around with her and she hears my voice. Sometimes she might wake up and scream though, but I think that could be a bit fun for you as well, watching the stream. If I have to rush into some shop or somewhere and change her diaper. Not sure if I want to stream that though. So we are here at Ikejiri Ohashi Station. So thanks a lot for joining me today, and I will see you all soon, I hope. Thanks as always, and bye bye.